Hi Capricorn, how you doing? This is going to be a monthly reading for September for the Astroflower. We're going to be doing very simply in week, batches, so it's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. That's on the relationship side. Money side, your karmic messages according to both sides and the overall energy that flows through you. If you haven't seen our collective reading for the monthly, go and have a look. Quite amazing, really. Quite amazing. So yeah, I would go and have a look if I was you. It will be linked somewhere in the description below or at the end of this video. Let's just see what's going on here. It's following the flow of the monthlies, the monthly general. Simply because the changes that are coming forward is going to affect everybody's life by the looks of things. Let's just see what's going on in week 1 within your relationships. It's quite nice. There's a lot of there's quite a nice lot of things going on. It's also at the same time confronting a few things that maybe you never really confronted before, so that may put you a little bit on edge. Little bit of logistics going on as well. Maybe there's a bit of movement, but it's the coming forth of a long-term plan. 5 of Swords, a lot of people have had that, by the way. So yeah, it's making sure you stick out. Don't get involved in headaches, basically, in this coming week. Really wouldn't get involved in headaches, in conflicts that do not serve you, that do not gain any. You cannot gain anything from. The only thing you can gain out of these sort of conflicts is just literally sort of saying, "Hi, thanks, no thanks, I'm off." Keep chucking them down the road, as it were. Okay. So yeah, it's quite nice. There's a lot of activity going on. There's quite a lot of movement, so it may feel very poignant, but just stay away from any conflicts. Then it'll be a really, really nice week. Let's see how it is on the financial sort of side. It's there's a lot of preparation, actually. A lot of sorting stuff out for this coming week. A lot is in the offering, and a lot will depend on how you sort things out. So if you're after a job, how you do that application form, how you present yourself and everything like that. If you've already got a job, how you're doing your career and your business, it's preparing the next stage or the next step in your career path, or the next step in your business, basically. A lot of preparation sort of stuff. Yeah, being helped carried on through, free passage. It is working out that passage from one side to another. There is a lot of transition going on your financial side this coming week. That'd be some nice surprises, actually, if you allow the universe to just sort of help you out, which sometimes, Capricorn, you're pretty bad at. I know, because I'm a Capricorn, and I do that sort of thing. I get involved too much sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Anyway, let's see what's going on the relationship side in the second week of September. It's ramping up. When everything else is calming down, it's ramping up. It's you're getting excited about something within relationships. So there's movement. From that movement here, if you've walked away from the conflict, all of a sudden you're going to free yourself up, give yourself a little more sort of space, which is going to allow you to open up certain ideas in regards to relationships. And this could be sort of friends, family, community, or couple, or meeting someone and things like that. It's just literally just looking around, kind of going, what would I like? What do I want to do? How do I want to have this relationship? Who do I want to spend my time with? And it's not necessarily this week, but there's this preparation that's coming in for it for the coming week. Very happy times. There is definitely a kick up at the end of the week, in the second week within your relationships, and you're going to feel a lot happier about things, because you would have walked away from those conflictual things, and things will start falling into place. Let's see how it is on the financial sort of front. Same thing here. You're getting a kick up on here as well. I think you may be feeling that, the wave coming through, and I think you might be a little bit more sensitive to the general reading of what's going on in the second wave at the end of September, and be very much more in sync with it, basically, because there's a definite kick up here. There's, like, this thing here is preparing. It's finishing off the preparing and moving on to action, basically. Yeah, there's still the High Priestess was in exactly that position there in the collective reading. And this is where I say I think you're a little bit more connected than most signs, maybe because I'm a Capricorn as well, but you know, you're more connected and you can see that second wave coming through. So that means you'll be a little bit more sort of prepared for it. And by the end of the second week, you're going to start passing into action, as it were. Okay, let's see what's going on in the third week. You're allowing your heart to shine. I think moving to this happiness is finally you can commit to something that you don't have to worry about. Or it could be the end of something that you don't have to worry about. So you don't have to worry about it. But from the reading on the last two, because everything's got a double-edged side, everybody's living a different type of life. You could read this of walking away from a relationship, moving on to your happiness, which is so true. This is very similar to what I'm saying. So regardless of what relationships we're talking about here, or your situation, there appears to be here where something not necessarily comes to an end, but through a realization, not necessarily with you, but I think with the relationships around you, says, oh, Capricorn's like that, right? Okay, and they will be able to position themselves. So it's gonna be really nice for you. I think it's gonna allow you to relax and allow your emotions to come to the surface and allow them to come out. Yeah, you're gonna feel empowered by this, really empowered by it in your relationship front. All of a sudden, everything is possible. And with this wave coming through, as I say, at the end of September, this could be tied into it and sort of saying, I'm going to ride this wave as massive as it actually is. Sorry, I've just dropped a card. That's the other side of the story. And some people might be living that. Some Capricorns may be separating. But just think of it this way, looking at your cards, if you are separating, you will be freed up. And I know it's difficult. You're not the only one to go through the separations. We've all been through it. And it's difficult sometimes, very difficult. And my sympathy goes to you. But know this, that as one door closes, another door opens, as it were, all of a sudden there's a lot more space for you to actually do a lot more sort of things. Let's just see what's going on the business side. This is really picking up. This is an opportunity coming through for you. With all this planning, it's the instigation of these plans in the third week, and it's going to feel like all the hard work you've put in to where you should be going and what you should be receiving will be coming to fruition, basically. There's a realization here. Yeah, it's you've mastered it. All that preparation there, you're going to be in a real position of power in regards to sort of financials, your business, your job, your projects and stuff like that. I think it's a case of kind of saying, I know what I'm doing, and I'm just going to go and do it. I've prepared for it. I've been working on this a very long time. Now it's the time to do it. Let's just see what's going on in the fourth week. That's the sort of attitude you should have anyway. I've been looking for this job for a long time. I know exactly what job I want. Therefore, I'm going to apply for those jobs and I'm going to get it. And if you keep sort of, that mantra in a way going into you, you're going to get a lot of success, I think. Let's just see on the 4th week. When you're surfing away, first you've got to paddle. You've got to paddle. And this is what this seems to be. Seems to be like you're paddling like crazy on both sides in these first 2 sort of weeks. And you catch the wave in the 3rd week. And then you stand up on the 4th week. And it's like you're standing up and just kind of going, yoo-hoo! Is that really loud? Which is a very healing moment. 4 of Swords. It's a moment of satisfaction, of pure satisfaction. Obviously, if we're talking about the 3 of Swords for some of you, it may be this healing moment as well, which I was saying earlier on. As one door closes, another door opens. And it's going to provide a lot of healing for you. But for the majority of cases for the people who've been following the Astroflower, if you've been working on this, you'll know you're fully in your summer. By that stage there, you'll be coming into your autumn, your first steps into your autumn. So it will be a calm down period as well. But as I think it's going to have a real Indian summer for the spirit and the energies of this year. My birthday is just after the winter solstice, and for me, that's when the new year starts. And then you combine it with your birthday. So if you're born on the 22nd of the 19th of December, the moment you're born, you've only got really 2 days left of 2022, but you're going to live 2022 in 2023. You should read the Astroflower books, you'll understand it. There'll be a lot more videos coming out on this channel about it, by the way. We'll go into that. Let's just see what the karmic message is. But yeah, after that big catching that wave, that amazing sensation of yes, this is it, on your financial side, it's going to make you feel a lot more secure. And I think that's going to give you a lot more healing. You're going to feel completely in control of your relationship side. You're going to love it and be living it up. Let's just see what's going on the karmic message here. Stand up and be counted. Basically, be seen by your actions. This is a new you. This is within your relationships, and this is a new you coming out. And this is what I said about sort of allowing your heart out, getting out the way in your weeklies, as I said. And if you do that, it's going to be a new you, and I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love your new you. So let's see what's going on in the karmic message for the financial and the money side of life. Valor, value what you have. So when you start getting progression, when you start progressing forward on your career path or your business or your project, realizing how much work you've done. I think it's almost, in one way, it's a bit of a pat on the back. In another way, it's also a way of keeping your feet on the ground, because I think success is literally just in front of you. Page of Pentacles, that is Earth as well, keeping your feet on the ground. They're planting up the seeds for the long term. It's a really good success. It's an initial success of having a good planting season and reaping all the harvest from those planted seasons in the longer term, having value to your life. Let's just see what the overall energy is going through here. Once it starts rolling, it's saying dream big, yeah? But once things start really rolling for you, I just kind of saying, let's push this baby, let's see how far this thing can go. Yeah, push this thing and see how far we can go. A 6 of Cups. Okay. 6 of Cups is reminiscing. But I think this is moving on from the old you and realizing your value, realizing what work you've done. I think also on your relationship side, as much as on your financial side, because this is where we're going to start moving towards of coming out of Pluto in Capricorn as well. Not quite yet. I've forgotten exactly when it is, depending on which one you look at. But it's certainly over the next sort of like 6 months or something like that, where it finally comes out of that. Which can cause you a bit of a pain in the backside, but you're getting through that. You're past it, and it's realizing the new you. This is what I'm saying. The new you. It's saying goodbye, not goodbye, but just almost putting all those memories into a nice little box compartment and kind of going, yeah, I'll keep that there. Now I'm going to live life, and it's going to be the new you. There you go. Be ready for the new you. If you want to see that collective reading, please follow the link in the or follow the video, which is signaled at the end of this, the end screen. And there's loads of links in the description below. There's also a link to our sister channel, Somatic TV, which does everything energy. In the meantime, Capricorn, don't forget life should be fun, so please do enjoy.